So in today's video, we're finally going to be going stage 2 on my 2015 BMW 435, of course with the N55. Yep, this thing's fast. Stage 2 is nice. What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Eamon. This is my 2015 BMW 435. If you guys are not new to the channel though, you know that I've modded this 435. I basically went full bolt-ons, well not full bolt-ons for stage 2 actually a couple months ago, but I haven't actually tuned the car to stage 2. There was a reason for that. So the thing that's been holding me up from going stage 2 on this car was the spark plugs. So I was originally running the factory spark plugs, but as you guys know, to go stage 2, or at least to go stage 2 properly, you need spark plugs gapped down to 0.022. So I finally upgraded the spark plugs, I gapped them properly, and now with that done, I feel like I can confidently go stage 2. So just to update you really quickly if you are new to the channel, so this car does currently have a few bolt-ons. I have the BMS air intake, which isn't necessarily required for stage 2, at least I don't believe it is. But I do have the upgraded VRSF aluminum charge pipe, if you guys can see it right down in there. I also have a VRSF catless downpipe as well. And lastly, I have the front mount intercooler also from VRSF. So those 3 mods are technically required to go stage 2 on the N55. You can actually do a high floated catted downpipe, but I just chose to do catless. The reason honestly for that was just because of price. High flow catted is so much more expensive than the catless. And since this car isn't my daily, as you guys can tell, I have an X3 M40 over there. I also have a 330 F30 as well, which I use as my daily driver. So I didn't really care about like a catless downpipe on this car and the smell of it too much, because I only really drive this car for fun. So given the price and given all that, I just went with catless. But if you guys want to get high flow catted, definitely feel free to. But anyways, those are the mods required for stage 2. I am currently tuned on stage 1. That is with BM3. Of course, we're going to stick with BM3 for stage 2 as well. It is just on a OTS map, just a single map. But I am going to do a multi-map for stage 2. When I actually went stage 1 on this car, that wasn't even available. But if you guys watch my channel, again, I mentioned I have the 330, which is the B46, the 4-cylinder from BMW, and I actually tuned that to stage 1 from BM3 as well. That one I did a multi-map because that one I did recently, and I absolutely love the multi-map functionality. The fact that you can switch between like stock or tuned, I think is great, because when you just want to drive the car normally, drive to work or whatever it is, you can just leave it on stock, so it's not too strenuous on the engine. But when you want to have fun, you can bump it up to stage 1 or stage 2. So for this car, we're also going to be doing a multi-map to have that functionality. But anyways, you guys, I've waited long enough to get this car to stage 2. So let's just jump inside the car. We'll quickly flash it to stage 2. It really shouldn't take us long. I'm not going to do a detailed tutorial because I've done one already. The only difference is the map that I'm going to be selecting. But I'll just quickly run you guys through the process. And at that point, we'll go for a quick drive and see what this thing feels like. If it feels any different, just at least initial thoughts from stage 1. Alright guys, so if you remember from my first video when I went stage 1 on this car, I used my laptop and a few cables. Now since then, I've gotten the keys Wi-Fi adapter, which
they ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
Now since then, I've gotten the keys Wi-Fi adapter, which has made my life so much easier because you can tune the car way more conveniently. You can also use it for things like beamer code as well. So super convenient tool if you guys want it. Links down in the description below. But anyways, let me just connect this to the car. I'll connect my phone to the adapter. We'll get into BM3 and we'll start tuning. Alright guys, so I went ahead and connected my OBD adapter to the car. I went ahead and logged into boot mode. So I went through the whole process of purchasing the bundle. So basically you can get like multiple tunes because again, I'm already tuned on stage 1. So I want the stage 2 multi-map tune. So you do have to get the bundle, which is $50, which I went ahead and did. I activated it. But anyways, with that said, I'm pretty much done. So what I'm going to do is start a screen share on my phone. I'll throw it up on the screen somewhere, probably like right over here where there's space. And we can kind of walk through this process together from at least where I've gotten to thus far. And as you can see here, I'm currently in my map. So I have the stock tune, of course. I have the stage 1 93 octane, and then I have the multi-map stage 2. So if I go into that one, well, before I even do that, you guys can see the stage 1 is the last flash. So that's what I'm currently on, the last tune that I flashed to. So let's go into the multi-map. So over here, guys, you can actually see at the top it says downloaded. That's because I went ahead and downloaded it first. I usually like to do that before flashing the car. You can see the required hardware, high flow downpipe, upgraded intercooler. It doesn't say charge pipe, so I mean for these N55s, the charge pipes are known to go. So even on a stock car, and even on stage 1, and I imagine especially on stage 2. So although it doesn't say here, guys, upgrade your charge pipes before going stage 2. Without a doubt, upgrade it. Trust me, you'll regret it if you don't. But anyway, so high flow downpipe, again, I have catless. I already told you guys why. Upgraded intercooler, we already have that. So this OTS map contains 4 switchable map slots. So map 1 and I'll show you guys the whole multi-map functionality later. Map 1 is ACN 91 octane. Still don't know what that is, if I'm honest with you guys. If anybody does know what it is, feel free to drop it down in the comments below. Educate me and everyone else. I should probably know, but I don't. I'm sorry. But map 2 is 91 octane, so just 91. That's going to come in clutch just in case I'm going on a road trip and I can only come across 91. Usually I put 93 in the car. But yeah, anyways, in map 3 is 93 octane, which again, I usually put, so that's what I'm going to be using most of the time. And then map 4 is an M2 N55 stock power level. So of course, guys, this is a 435, right? So it has the N55. It is detuned, I guess, compared to the M2. So on my 330, map 4 is just a stock tune or a stock map. But on this car, it's not completely stock. They just bring you down to like a stock M2 power level. So it is still faster than stock, at least for a 435. So it's pretty interesting that they do that. I'm not complaining about it. I think if I want something a little more maybe watered down, it's still nice to have that. But anyways, as you guys can see, we can just like scroll down to the bottom and press on flash. Before I actually flash the car though, I want to go to the top right and press on configure. I want to change a few things. Exhaust flaps in sport, we're going to put it to open. So that way it's just open all the time when the car's in sport. Speed limiter, I'm not even going to bother with that. Catalytic monitors. So we do need to disable that and put it to off, because I do have a catless downpipe, so the car will throw a code or a check engine light. So I need to make sure that this is on, or rather that it's off, like it's turning the check engine light off, so I don't get that check engine light. So it's important that we do that. Anti-lag settings, not going to mess with that. Throttle response aggression, percent reduction. Don't really know. So I'm just going to leave that. I'm going to save those changes. Next thing I want to do is go back in stage 2, go back into configure, and we're going to go into map slot 3, which is the one I'm going to be using the most, right? Because that's the stage 193. So exhaust burble type, we're going to go to custom. In non-sport, I actually want it completely off. So I'm going to do off for sport, and then, sorry, off for normal, and then for sport, I'm going to have a short duration. Maybe, I don't remember what I did before. It's going to maybe make it 0.3. Aggression, turn it down. Aggression sport, nope, wrong one. Aggression sport, turn it all the way up. So I'm just going to save changes. So press on yes. I'll go back into the menu. We'll go back into my maps. Go into multi-map stage 2, and we'll press on flash. Of course, I have my seatbelt on. Battery is high. Headlights are off. I mean, they're automatic, so they're probably off anyways. AC is off, unfortunately. That's why I'm sweating so much right now. But anyways, let's just press on flash, and we should be good to go. This should not take too long, guys. Usually when you flash your car for the first time, it takes the longest. After that, it shouldn't take too long. So let's see how long it actually takes. But I mean, just like that, guys, it says success. Multimap stage 2 flashed successfully. Please turn ignition off. Wait 5 seconds, then start the car. So let's press on OK. So we're going to turn off the ignition. All right, and let's turn on the car. It's been a few seconds. Feels good. No issues, no check engine lights. Let's test out the multi-map functionality. So if you guys didn't know, you press and hold this res button for the cruise control, and then our tachometer should jump up. So after that, you can use this wheel right over here to kind of go between the different maps. So we're going to be going into map 3. So you just want to press and hold that res button again to confirm. And then after that, it should drop back down. Just like that. So you guys can actually use the multi-map functionality while the car is on. You can also use it when it's in accessory mode as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. The car is now officially a stage 2 435 with the N55, which I'm super excited and happy about. It's been a long time coming. So if you guys made it this far in the video, just go ahead and drop the video a like. It really helps me out. But anyways, guys, there's still a lot more to come. We're gonna go on a drive with the 435, see how it feels, like I was talking about before. So don't go anywhere. But yeah, with that said, guys, let's hop back inside the car. We'll go for a spin, and we'll see what it's like. All right, guys, so as promised, we're gonna go for a drive. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did get a new camera, and I did finally get a mount so I can put the camera on the car. That way I don't have to hold the camera while driving, which was probably unsafe. and this way I can also actually use the paddle shifters. However, I'm not sure how well I mounted it. I don't know if the audio is good, and I don't know what the lighting's like because I can't really look at the screen to check because I'm trying to drive. Hopefully it all looks good. Hopefully I'm in frame. But with that said, we're gonna take this car for a quick drive now that it is stage 2. I did confirm I'm in the right map. Just right off the bat, I definitely messed up the burbles, guys. These burbles are insanely loud and very, very obnoxious. Not that they're too loud, more so specifically they just go on for way too long. Definitely a lot longer than I had them at before. I'm using a shotgun mic, so I don't know if you guys can hear that. But yeah, it just goes on for way too long. But we'll definitely change that later. But for now, guys, like I said, just a quick drive. I will do a full review later on, so if you guys want to see that, definitely hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for that video. It will be coming up soon. We're going to do a quick highway pull, so drop it down a gear. All right, let's hit it. Not bad. Let's try that again. Sounds like something's rubbing over there. That's not the car. There's probably something inside the car rubbing. But yeah, guys, just initial thoughts. This thing definitely pulls. Yep. Yep, this thing's fast. Yeah. Stage 2 is nice. Again, I don't want to go too crazy talking about it because I do want to leave that for the full review. Just right off the bat, guys, definitely happy I went stage 2. Yeah. Yep, that thing's fun. All right, we're probably gonna wrap it up there. All right, guys, so we are back home now. Again, just a quick first drive impression. Just right off the bat, stage 2 is pretty wild. But like I said before, I'm gonna get more familiar with it. I'm gonna go to the Keys Auto Show with it, so I'll have a good long drive with it. And then I'll do a full review. So if you guys wanna see that, definitely hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for that video. But otherwise, guys, this one is pretty much done. So with that said, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.